Hello and welcome to another entry in this video series. We're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Game Jam of 2025. And this time we will have a look into Sinking Relationship by Jawdan, Befany and HJMW. But before we jump into the description and then into the game, let me remind you of the playlist, which you will find linked down in the video description. And that playlist contains all the videos of the games I've covered so far, and also a pilot episode in the very beginning, which explains what a dungeon crawler is, what a game jam is, and what the specific rules are for this game jam. So make sure to have watched that before continuing watching this video. So let's jump into the description here. Yeah, I'm not so happy about SS relationship. I saw the name of the file is called Sinking Relationship, so I'm not quite sure. This is probably the name of a ship or something, but it's a bit unfortunate, let's say. So a crashing relationship inspired dungeon crawler where you traverse through a ship to collect memories. Combat is rhythm-based and synced to the heartbeat of the ship. That sounds interesting, but it also sounds problematic because I'm horrible with rhythm games. Okay, game made in a few days by 3 bozos. Description is also graced by 3 bozos. Unfortunately, we ran out of time and couldn't crew rate enemy placement, so there are only a few dotted about. We planned for more text and story, but it ended up outside of the available scope. Open source, that's nice. Alright, and then we have how to play, WSD, up, down to move, Q and E for left, right turn, so that's all standard. When an enemy telegraphs an attack, dodge in the opposite direction to the beat. When the enemy becomes vulnerable, shoot their weak spot to the beat. So we were a little short on time here, so the combat has no timing threshold after the beat, so it's a good idea to do your action a bit before the beat for the best consistency. Sorry for the confusion and inconvenience. Yeah, maybe that's actually convenient for me, being bad at rhythm-based. So let's have a look into Sinking Relationship by Jawdan, Befany and HJMW. Let's go. And here we are in Sinking Relationship. Yeah, and you see that the timer is already running, and yeah, first I will just talk about perspective and controls, and then I will try to figure out how to play the game, and then we will try to actually beat the game. So interact. Yeah, I need to check again with the controls. WSD, up, down, move. Yeah. But it doesn't say. I need to click on interact button. Okay. Alright, so I think the tile size and the perspective is problematic because you basically, and that's all often the issue, if the bottom part of the screen is blocked, because that might hide some substantial information partially. So in this case, I mean, you basically, your viewport is from there, like, right? So you see from the next tile what you usually are supposed to see from the tile you're standing on. So you're basically missing the whole, or basically half of that tile, and also the tile you're standing on. And in this case, what makes it worse is that left and right is also cut off artificially. Usually you might be able to see that there is a wall, but no, in this game you cannot see. Like, if I can go to the right, it's not possible to see it there. Unfortunately, the map is also not aligned correctly, so the map is not helping much either. So unfortunately for the perspective, yeah, there would need to be quite an adjustment. I think it would help already to just remove I think it's rendered in the background basically, so removing all the space here and just make it see-through would help already. This I get this is like a graphical effect to narrow it down, but if you really wanted to do that, then you would need to play with the FOV and so on to basically squish it in to increase the orientation. By the way, here is door key, right? All right, so that's about the perspective. With the movement, what you can, so first up, the movement speed is too slow. That feels a bit, yeah, slow to tiring to move around. You can keep holding the key to move forward, which is cool. And what you can also do is hold the key. So hold the right turn key, and then while you're still moving forward, and just keep holding it, and then you automatically turn right. And because the movement speed is so slow, you will not do an accidental double turn. So the bad thing has this positive upside, but yeah. So of course it's never useful to have a continuous turning. I mean, nobody is going to sit there and just turning around for 180 degrees or 270 degrees. It just makes no sense. So I would always disable the continuous turn so that you do not do an auto turn, and then make the animations quicker, and then you also don't get into the issue. Alright, so now the time is up, but we know what we have to do. And apparently the time is still ticking here. Okay, I will restart the game anyways, so give me a second. Alright, and here we are again. So in just a second you will get the screen here. Yes. Okay, so let's get the key. We know that we need to get through there. Interact. Computer. Interact. Oh, nice. Okay. So it changed brightness here. Maybe I thought it would even change the textures, but apparently not. So, and this is now thanks for playing. That's the combat I didn't get. So let me have a look at the text again. When an enemy telegraphs an attack, dodge in the opposite direction to the beat. So the beat was always on the same, so it's possibly opposite direction of the indicator. When the enemy becomes vulnerable, shoot the weak spot to the beat. Okay, let's try again. I will restart the game. So I guess I need to shoot with the mouse, but I need to dodge with WSD. I'm already playing here. You will get the picture in a second. Is okay, interact. I mean, we can also go. No, we cannot. So we need to get the key from that side. Maybe I can also just run away. No. Okay. We need to go to the... Ah, okay. To the opposite direction, right? That didn't work. Ah. And I think I need to... hold the key. I'm not quite sure. So let me start it once again. Shoot their weak spots. So we are short timers. Combat has no timing threshold after the beat. So it's a good idea to do your action a bit before the beat for the best consistency. Yeah, I mean, with the beat thing, it's a bit... I will just try and do it as quickly as possible. So, but I guess I need to hold the button. And we need to do it in the opposite side, right? Dodging in the opposite side of the beat, of the indication, not of the beat. All right. So left, up. I'm not sure if that was left. That didn't work, right? Didn't work. Okay, let me try again. Maybe it was also incorrectly written there, and I need to do that in the same thing. Okay, interact. Interact. I want to at least kill the first enemy and see what to expect later on. So I'm not sure if we need to click on the opposite. I mean, it's saying I need to click on the opposite side, but it seems like neither is doing it reliably. I mean, it also said that it's supposed to be on the beat, but it's working if you put it if you do it before the beat. But it might also be that it's on mouse up, and you only need to type it once. Up, right, right. No, that's definitely not working. Okay, one more time. Now I will do the opposite side, but only clicking once. Okay, down. I held it. Left. I held it. Up. It worked. Down. It did not work. Shoot. Left. I was too slow there. So give me a. So I think I need to click and hold it, but it doesn't seem to be reliable. So I will just try again. And yes, maybe it needs to be still more timed, and there is something. It's not just perfectly timed. So maybe I can also just run away. Okay, maybe not. Left didn't work. Left didn't work. Right didn't work. Okay, let's give it a few more tries, but I don't have high hopes. Interact. Interact. Yeah, I think I need to. Yeah. Okay, because the whole thing is not timed well. You basically need to click before the beat he's attacking, but you don't know exactly when he's attacking. But if you click basically if you click, there is a beat, then nothing happens, and then there is another beat, then nothing will happen. So you need to wait for the right beat, then click and hold. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So you need to find the right beat to do that. But it's a bit, yeah, a bit tricky. And I think I will not survive the next one. That would be extremely lucky if we did. Interact. Digoxin. Right. Up. Up. That didn't work. I think I was pressing too early already. So let's give it one more try. and then I gave it a good chance. All right. Turn the light on. Okay, that worked well. Let's get back again. So, in case you're wondering, this is what's written there. No idea what these items are good for, because we also don't have any other keys. So, I can actually click on the use here. Okay, maybe this... let's kill this next enemy and then we will see. Okay, let's use this. Lowered your heartbeat a bit. Okay, now we have far more time, I guess, for the combat. Nice idea. Oh. Oh. That might even make it harder in this case, or maybe even impossible. So anyways, let's keep it at that. That was Sinking Relationship by Jawdan, Befany, and HJMW. And if you want to give it a try, you will find a link down in the video description. And they will also find a link to the playlist I mentioned in the beginning, to all the other videos I've done so far covering the Game Jam. And yeah, if you can subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the new videos. Yeah, and with that, thanks for contributing this game to the jam, to Dan, Jordan, and Beth. And thanks to you all for watching this episode. And with that, yeah, I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.